Hello and welcome, Snake here. It's really hard for me to make any kind of video because I have currently a situation in my apartment where my neighbor pretty much flooded my apartment, and I just can't focus. So the last week wasn't really kind for me. So I apologize in advance that if there is something uh not really good. Sorry guys, I can't. But yeah, CA released another blog. This time it's deep dive to Aislinn. And what can we expect? From what I read, I seriously can't fucking understand everything, but there will be a link down below if you want to read it. It looks nice, okay? So there will be... I want to make it like TLDR. So TLDR is Aislinn gonna be somewhat of a horde faction that will have limited amount of outposts or colonies in the settlements. Settlements you're gonna be able to give to Big Six, to 6 lords. And for that you will get some benefits. Not entirely sure, because they gave us an example of an downstone item, which just gives 250 barrier. I'm expecting there will be more than just an item. I'm expecting that there will be something like some kind of things. My concern is confederation. How the fuck you gonna confederate? Because when you look at Nakai, you confederate other factions and you get their legendary lords and everything, but the settlements are transferred to your vassal. What about Aislinn? Since he has limits. And that's weird. But yeah, those settlements gonna be able to produce resources required to develop your dragon ship. The dragon ships are pretty much your ships like in Vampire Coast, and those settlements will generate stuff that you can just spend it to develop. It's more like a little bit more complex than what we have with pirates, because pirates just use money. Here you're gonna need specific currency, resources, however you call it, and this will allow you to improve your dragon ship, but also recruit more over time. And you do need 5 more to stop some kind of Druki invasion. I assume this is like a campaign goal. And it does look nice. I'm really happy. Outposts are the 3-slot sub-settlements, which roughly half of their building focus on producing elven trade, a key resource for dragon ship development, but also dedication points that you spend with your Asur domination, so you spend it on your buddies. And income and small dip feed of dragon ship supplies. Yeah. The other half provides defensive and support functions, ensuring outposts remain secure while contributing to wider war effort. On its own, a single outpost produces some just small amount of what Aislinn will require, but as he expands further and conquers more territory, the arrangement resources he gains from outposts can become quite significant. Elven colonies are larger and more productive than outposts, with more building slots and greater range of building chains. Aislinn is initially limited that number he can build through. He can unlock more through Acer domination. So you're gonna have to spend your stuff to get more buildings and those dragon ships. Those dragon ships gonna be led by named characters, at least those main 5 you need. something like the admirals for Vampire Coast. When we look forward, these colonies are absolutely key to Aislinn's success. However, as they generate a significant amount of dragon ship supplies and greater amounts of income, the number of dragon ship supplies they generate each turn is dependent on how much elven trade Aislinn is generated in his many outposts. And the conversion rate from trade to supplies can be enhanced through building chain upgrades. Yeah, this sounds complicated, but I assume once we get look on a gameplay, it's just gonna remind us of something, because I don't think CA is cooking all new stuff. It's rather rehash and reuse something they used before. So in my understanding, it's gonna be something we probably know, and once we see gameplay, it will be all like understand. Developing these sub-settlements and enhancing the flow of resources they provide is the foundation of both Aislinn's progression and the growth of his naval might. Outposts generate elven trade. Elven colonies convert these into dragon ship supplies. Dragon ship supplies can be spent on construction and developing. Yeah, it's pretty much Chaos Dwarf-like stuff. So you're gonna have to juggle resources from this to that. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna have to managing two supplies in order to get yourself stuff. Yeah, that I'm looking for the information about whatever the final goal is for the campaign. But whatever I look, it's just some mentioning of a Druchii invasion. Like, when 5 such ships are completed and armed, he'll be equipped to face the Druchii invasion. Naval Druchii invasion, I assume. And, okay, that's something I was actually suggesting many times, that Druchii invasion through the sea should happen somewhere. And it shouldn't be fixed, it should be random. That would be nice. There is more. Aislinn will have his unique sea lanes. So that's awesome, because that will give him option to travel somewhere else, or at least a little bit different. And also unique stance, mist landing. And this is the description of it from CA. Moving under the cover the coastal mist, dragon ship captains can swiftly deploy entire armies onto land, irrespective to the coastal terrain. Cliff edges and mountain ranges poses no barrier when adopting the mist landing stance, enabling you to transition your armies from the... Imagine what AI is going to do. Because I assume mist landing is going to be something AI will do. Which means, if they gonna fucking swim around, you're gonna have to watch out, because they can literally deploy wherever they want. That's awesome, because yeah, you're gonna have to be aware. When I play Nurgle, when I play Kairos Fate Weaver, or maybe not Teclis, but when I play Kairos Fate Weaver or Nurgle, I'm gonna have to really pay attention to what Aislinn is going to do, because obviously he's gonna start in the islands nearby, which is nice, because there was a no name, no legendary lord, just default faction. Yeah, Aislinn will have a dragon and unit roster Sea Helms. Oh, that's a Sea Helm Lord. And Caradhrin. Apparently Caradhrin is silent, so Caradhrin won't have a voice lines, like typical voice lines. Just some maybe growling, we'll see. Some emotes for sure. But yeah, I want to go back to Sea Helm. Experienced mariners and proud leaders, Sea Helms are the notitial lords who serve under Aislinn as his fleet captains. The Sea Helm skill tree provides access to Great Eagle and Skycutter Chariot and enhancements for some of the key units, which can be recruited from dragon ships. However, each Sea Helm can also focus such benefits around specific units. Well, no shit. The greater higher floor start you may choose to include in their army. By dedicating a Sea Helm to one of these gods in the Elven Pantheon, they can grant useful bonuses to Ship Company and Lothan Sea Guard, Matlan, Spearmen, Rangers, and Archers, Isha, or Dragons. And I have no idea how to pronounce that, and I apologize, but I don't know. This Phoenix looks awesome. Mist Mage. Mist Mage manipulate the weather around them. Wrongfoot the enemy, enhance the capabilities of themselves and friendly units in a battle, or summon units of the elemental oceanites directly into a battle. I love summons. I fucking love summons because I love to abuse them, and they can sometimes do so much work. You can't imagine how much work summons can do. Summons are amazing for like deploying and wasting AI nuke. They are. As for the lore of Mist, they say is more of support lore, focused around the buffs and debuffs to elements such as vigor, speed, resistance, and leadership. The Mist Mage. I'm thinking how much of a Mist Mage I'm going to use over like Lore of Life. Because Lore of Life is maybe not essential when you play with the normal type of army, but definitely works better. Or when I play, I like the Lore of Shadow, because Pit of Shades is just amazing. For sure, Lore of Mist will have some kind of spells that do direct damage, but don't expect much. Lore of Hag, High Elves Lore of Hag would be nice. Yeah. The Mist Mage unique Cloak of Dew skill improves their resistance and grants them a Wayfarer trait, enabling them to zip around around the battlefield very quickly, even quicker when you mount them on a Great Eagle or Skycutter chariot. How fast they can be, damn. And deliver their support where so looks awesome. Ship's Company is a melee infantry, tier 1 infantry with average melee stats, but reasonable armor and shields. They also have aquatic trait. Okay, so they are gonna be pretty much your meat grinder. Units, I most likely gonna go for like archers and spearmen, because these seems to be a sword infantry, which I don't really need. And Oceanites, that looks like a dildos at this point. I'm sorry, because they do. They look like a dildos in this spot. I'm sorry. I don't know why I mentioned that, but they literally look like a glass dildos. I've seen them for some reason in my friend's apartment, and they look the same. Nevertheless, they look fucking awesome. When the animation is so crisp, I can't wait to do an army full of Oceanites and test them out. But Merworm, it's just a fucking lizard, and I love it. I love giant stuff. And say whatever you want, but this unit gonna be awesome. As for the flying chariot, Lothan's Skycutter, and there is one with bolt thrower, and I do like fast artillery pieces because they are so useful. However, I'm not convinced, because what I see is that Skycutter gonna have turbo low melee defense, so they're gonna get hit from literally anything. But I might be wrong. Maybe they are not like Burning Chariot of Tzeentch, which I fucking hate. But yeah, that's about it. There's a lot of things that I'm not sure I understand correctly, but definitely Mist Landing, love this stance because terrain often sucks ass. especially in certain spots like in Norska, and you just want to deploy it immediately. So this is going to be amazing. But wait. Oh. Campaign movement range plus 50 while it's in stance, so you get more immune to most attrition. Enemy melee defense minus 5 and speed minus 10%. Holy shit, that's nice. That's a very useful stance. I don't think I'm ever gonna use normal stance because this is amazing. Seriously. In general, it raises many questions like, how do you go with Confederation? How does it play with managing resources? Because this might be tedious, but I hope it's not. Don't get me wrong, I love Chaos Dwarves, they are awesome. But over time, when you play the campaign, you get tired. I don't replay Chaos Dwarves campaigns very often, because I do like them, but the managing everything is tiresome. Maybe it's just me. Tell me in a comment if it actually is for you as well. But in general, it might be fun. I definitely love Chaos. Not Chaos. I don't love Chaos, Emperor, please forgive me. But I do love Horde factions. They offered some of a unique playstyle. And definitely nothing, from now on, nothing will be simplified as the Nakai, which is awesome. Giving settlements to the legendary lords is definitely something you will have option to prevent them from being extinct. And the biggest question I have in all this is, what happens when the legendary lord is wiped because they're gone on a map? They don't have any settlements. Can you revive them by giving them a settlement? Or not? If yes, this is fucking awesome, because you're gonna be able to confederate dead legendary lords by giving them a settlement over time. And literally, every faction should have something that lets you confederate all legendary lords from a faction, even if they're dead. All of them. I think that's it. I'm not gonna go deeper into it. What do you think about it? It looks awesome. I don't mind. Units looks awesome. Everything looks awesome. Sea lanes, everything looks great. I can't wait because I am tired of waiting. Definitely Aislinn might be... I was planning to play Norska, but now, since he's a Horde faction, I in fact might play him first, because I want to see how does it play it. In the meantime, thank you for watching, subscribe if you like my work, have a great day, and tell me in a comment, what do you think about this? But for now, take care, and bye-bye.